Hey everybody, Whiteboard Wednesday is back, and we're going to do a real interesting one this week. You know, the SEC just recently came out with a rule on cyber attacks, and they say it's to protect investors when they're invested in a company. That company has to notify basically everybody that they've had a breach, a cyber breach, within 4 days of discovering the breach. Well, let's just assume for a second that they discover the breach as soon as it happens. So 4 days later, the SEC in its rule, just pulled out of some bureaucrat's backside, I guess, it requires that a notification happens at day 4. But I talked to some cybersecurity experts from out in Silicon Valley, and they said that the average time to fix a breach is 7 days. Well, if the average repair time, meaning closing the breach so that you can't continue to get information from the company, is 7 days, and the SEC is saying, hey, at 4 days you have to tell everybody you've got a breach, well, that's like telling everybody you got 72 hours to come get any piece of information you want. And we know the time to extract a single terabyte of data is about 24 hours, meaning if there's, and that's on 100 meg speed, right? So even if there's just one person hacking, that's 3 terabytes of data when you tell the world that you got a breach that can be mined from that company. I mean, that's like telling the world you're vulnerable before you have time to fix it. SEC not helping investors, in fact, harming investors and harming America's companies. The rule needs to change. That's Whiteboard Wednesday.